The video is made for BCom second semester students for basic English subject for Karnataka University, Dharwad. The video is presented by Prabal Jagdish Rodannavar, Assistant Professor of English, Sri K.H. Patil, Government First Grade College, Hulkoti, Gadag. On Shaking Hands by A.G. Gardner. Before the analysis of On Shaking Hands, let us discuss on how the handshaking practice takes place all around the world. A handshake is a globally widespread, brief greeting or parting tradition in which two people grasp one of each other's like hands, in most cases accompanied by a brief up and down movement of the grasped hands. Using the right hand is generally considered proper manner. Customs surrounding handshakes are specific to cultures. Different cultures may be more or less likely to shake hands, or there may be different customs about how or when to shake hands. The handshake is commonly done upon meeting, greeting, parting, offering congratulations, expressing gratitude, or as a public sign of completing a business or diplomatic agreement. In sports or other competitive activities, it is also done as a sign of good sportsmanship. Its purpose is to convey trust, respect, balance, and equality. If it is done to form an agreement, the agreement is not official until the hands are parted. Unless health issues or local customs dictate otherwise, a handshake is made usually with bare hands. However, it depends on the situation. In Anglophone countries, handshaking is common in business situations. In casual non-business situations, men are more likely to shake hands than women. In the Netherlands and Belgium, handshakes are done more often, especially on meeting. In Switzerland, it may be expected to shake the women's hands first. Australians shake hands when meeting, often including with children. In the United States, a traditional handshake is firm, executed with the right hand, with good posture and eye contact. In Mediterranean countries such as Portugal, Spain, and Italy, and if anything even more so among men of these heritages in the Americas, a very firm, even hard handshake is expected. In Russia, a handshake is performed by men and rarely performed by women. Handshaking between men and women is not encouraged in countries such as Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Pakistan, Iran, etc., where the majority religion is Islam. As a general rule, in these countries, men are not allowed to get close to the opposite sex or touch them. Within the Muslim world, Turkey is an exception where men and women can shake hands with each other. Moroccans also give one kiss on each cheek together with the handshake. Also, in some countries, a variation exists where instead of kisses and the handshake, the palm is then placed on the heart. In China, age is considered important in handshake etiquette, and older people should be greeted with a handshake before others. A weak handshake is also preferred, but people shaking hands often hold on to each other's hands for an extended period after the initial handshake. The Japanese do not have a tradition of shaking hands and prefer to formally bow to each other, but they will greet non-Japanese with a handshake. In India and several nearby countries, the respectful Namaste gesture sometimes combined with a slight bow, is traditionally used in place of handshakes. However, handshakes are preferred in business and other formal settings. Analysis of the essay on shaking hands. In his essay on shaking hands, A.G. Gardner gives a detailed account of the Western practice of shaking hands. He compares this practice of greeting with those of other cultures and concludes that the handshaking custom is the best. All countries have their own way of greeting. The Japanese bow, the Indians do salams, the Chinese make a grave motion of the hand, the Russians kiss, and the English shake hands. Kissing to the Oriental countries is indecent. On the other hand, salam to the Western countries is too formal. For Gardner, handshake is a better one between the two. The custom of handshaking is widely accepted form of greeting, which also reveals a person's nature. Gardner gives an example of Uriah Heep, a character from Dickens's novel David Copperfield, who does creepy things. It is his "a cold and damp hand leave us fearful" with the sense of morally disgusting and creepy things. Further, Gardner speaks of various kinds of hands: warm, clammy, listless, flaccid, etc. He gives an example of a publisher, Peaker, whose handshake is cold and unresponsive. No one likes to shake hands with him, whereas Stubbings' handshake is too hearty. His way of giving handshake scares anyone as he crushes the hands painfully. From hygienic purpose, Gardner accepts the disadvantages of the custom of handshaking. However, he wishes this practice should continue, as the Westerners have this custom in their blood and can't give it away easily.